Okay, let's just forget all those simple productivity hacks for a minute. Today, we're talking about a fundamental shift in how you work, a method that can lead to real innovation and, honestly, career-defining breakthroughs. Let's dive in. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. This isn't some pie-in-the-sky dream. It's a real, tangible result that comes from a very specific way of working. It's about finally moving from just being busy to being truly, deeply effective. So if that potential is just sitting there waiting for us, why do so many of us feel completely stuck? Like we're just running in place, not making any real progress on the stuff that actually matters? Well, the answer usually lies in a trap that, let's be honest, we've all fallen into. And that trap, it's got a name: the shallow work trap. Think of it as the modern epidemic of distraction, and it's probably the number one thing keeping you from doing your absolute best work. You know what I'm talking about. Every little email ding, every Slack message, they feel so small, but each one is like a tiny paper cut on your attention span. Some studies show that the average knowledge worker switches tasks every 3 minutes. Can you believe that? Our entire digital world is basically designed to shatter our concentration, pulling us right out of the zone just as we're getting into it. And this brings us to a really crucial difference. See, on one side, you have shallow work. This is all the stuff like answering emails, sitting in meetings that could have been an email, all those logistical tasks. It makes you feel productive, but the truth is it's pretty low value and anyone could do it. But on the other side, you have deep work. This is the focused, tough, cognitively demanding stuff that creates something new, something valuable, something that is really hard for someone else to just come in and replicate. This is where the magic happens. And look, this isn't just a feeling, it's actually neurological. Every single time you switch from one task to another, your brain doesn't just cleanly move on. A little bit of your attention, a residue, gets left behind, stuck on the last thing you were doing. This context switching, as it's called, just drains your creative energy and makes it basically impossible to get the kind of focus you need to make real progress. So, if we're all stuck in this trap, how in the world do we escape? Well, we do it by unlocking the incredible power of deep work. So what is it, officially? Cal Newport, the guy who really popularized this whole idea, defines it as professional activity done in a state of distraction-free concentration that pushes your cognitive abilities to their absolute limit. Now, the key here isn't just about avoiding distractions. It's about a focus so intense that it actually improves your skills and creates something new and valuable in the process. And this is not just some fancy theory. Deep work is the common thread you'll find woven through the lives of top scientists, artists, entrepreneurs, you name it. Think of someone like J.K. Rowling, who famously checked into a hotel just to finish a Harry Potter book. She created the ultimate sanctuary to do her deep work. It is literally the engine of mastery in pretty much any field. Okay, I know what you're thinking. I don't have hours and hours for uninterrupted focus. My life is crazy. But here's the thing, the breakthrough doesn't require some massive, heroic effort. It starts with just this. That's right. It's all about the power of the compounding effect. Just one single hour of true, focused, deep work every day, it just builds on itself. Over a week, then a month, then a year. That consistent effort creates a huge advantage over everyone else who's constantly distracted. It's like compound interest, but for your skills. All right, so knowing what deep work is, that's great, but it's the how that really matters, right? So let's build a practical, no-nonsense blueprint for actually getting deep work into your real, everyday life. It really just comes down to a simple, 3-step framework. First, you've got to create your digital sanctuary. That means being ruthless about minimizing distractions. Second, you become a titan with your calendar. You use time blocking to fiercely protect those precious hours for deep work. And third, you build rituals that signal to your brain, okay, it's time to focus now, and just as importantly, okay, now it's time to rest.
Of course, there's always that internal battle, right? We often avoid the very work that's going to give us the biggest rewards. It's called the procrastination paradox. Our brains are just wired to take the easy way out. But we can fight back with some really actionable tactics, like mindfulness to quiet all that internal chatter, journaling to get our thoughts clear, and maybe the most important one of all, just starting small.
See, the goal isn't one heroic 8-hour session of pure focus. The real goal is to build a consistent habit.
It's all about making deep work a small, sustainable, and kind of automatic part of your daily routine. That consistency, that's what leads to the breakthroughs. So this isn't something to put on your to-do list for next week or next month. You have the tools now. So let's talk about how you can start your breakthrough, like, today. Okay, here it is, your action plan. First, pinpoint your deep work sweet spot. Is it early in the morning? A specific coffee shop? Find that time and place where you're at your best. Next, create some accountability. Tell a friend, tell a partner, tell someone your goal. And finally, the most important step, just begin. And then, just watch as that focused effort creates this amazing positive ripple effect across everything else that you do. Because when it comes right down to it, this is about so much more than just being better at your job. The ability to concentrate intensely, to produce high-quality work, that is a skill that brings this profound sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that can honestly transform every aspect of your life. So, I'm going to leave you with this one question. Think about that most important project you've got, the biggest idea you have, the most challenging skill you want to master. What breakthrough is waiting for you right now, just on the other side of your focus?